Kia ora, g'day, and welcome to the Cricketers Network. My name's Ben Hurley. I'm the host of the Cricketers Network, and what a week in New Zealand cricket. The entire face of New Zealand cricket might have been changed forever. So to discuss all that, we've got the A-team. That's right, Nathan McCullum, Anna Peterson, and Kyle Mills. Welcome back to the Cricketers Network, all three of you. What a huge result this week for anyone who wants a new privately owned players run, I don't know, what do you call it? NZ20, that's what it is. New Zealand cricketers agreed in concept to possibly look at going forward in potentially a manner that is potentially good. I think that's what the press release said. I'm summing it up slightly, but that's the words that they used. But it's positive, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's look, it's a great opportunity for players, the associations, and cricket in New Zealand. It's going to be exciting, and obviously a lot of work to go through in a short space of time. But yeah, it seems like a very positive move for cricket in New Zealand. Now,
both you're involved with Otago Cricket still, and you work for Auckland Cricket. Melie, are you at an administrative role in your area?
No, I umpire cricket on a Saturday, which is painful.
For kids umpire?
Yeah, I did
kids cricket?
I did a 2.5 hour stint last weekend.
No way.
I'm multi-skilled though. I'm flicking through the phone, it's fairly easy.
Yeah, of course.
Got the earpods in.
Do you have to score as well as umpire?
No, I refuse to do the scoring now and then. Refuse. It's Play HQ, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Always stop in play because I get the names mixed up.
Of course.
It's mixed up.
How's the Gary Jack standing out umpiring?
Yeah, I'm good at counting from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
From 4 to 6, I lose my way. So I'm one of those ones with a few
You don't do the Dickie Bird stones in the hand?
I refuse to do that, but I like to get out to the scorers. 1 or 2. Just to make sure they're concentrated.
Is it like backyard cricket rules where there's always 2 to come?
Tell you what, umpiring's hard.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
It is challenging.
The parents yell at you.
Well, just some of the run-outs, I'm like, oh. And I used to be so confident from deep square leg or cow corner on the boundary that was in or out. Whereas now I'm actually quite close to the action.
So hang on, you're 6'5".
Yes.
And you're 6'5", and these are kids. How is your angle really judging height very well on the LBs?
It's a strange one. You think I'd be a bowler's umpire, but I have a very acute softness to batters actually when it comes to LBWs.
Because you terrorised them for so many years.
Just missing. But the thing I struggle with is I think 90% of these young cricketers out there actually don't know the LBW law. They're very confident to give their opinion whether it's out or not out. I challenge them.
What do they get wrong?
Yeah, things like is pitching outside leg.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that one. He didn't play a shot.
A lot of leggies.
It's not hitting the stumps.
Kids cricket, ripping it in from outside leg.
I love the response that you get when it's clearly just hit the pad and they chuck their pad up. It's like, it hasn't got anywhere near it, but it's still not out.
We have got horribly off track. We're talking about serious administrative, huge money. We've got possible Indian bazillionaires coming in, and well, not just Indian, all from all over the world, investors. Anna, what's your take on NZ20? Are you pro?
Yeah, good question. I probably have to be careful with what I say.
Of course, yeah.
I did check with the boss before I came, but I think it's an awesome idea. It just needs to be equitable, right? And get as much women's games as possible. Because we can see the momentum that's happened with the World Cup. Super Smash this year was probably the most entertaining Super Smash I've watched. The series with South Africa now has been awesome.
Yeah.
Been great cricket. Let's just keep building on this momentum and make it an autumn product.
So as I understand, they will break the 2 competitions up. So at the moment, the Super Smash are concurrent men's and women's. Is that right? So the women's will be before Christmas, the men's after. Is that kind of what they're looking at?
I think there's still a lot of that sort of scheduling and to work through and a few bits and pieces. But I don't think it'll be as the current system.
Right. So you probably have to watch what you say as well, but as somebody representing Otago here, Nath, like, is this good for I say this as a CD person, one of the smaller associations of the 6?
Yeah, look, I think any time that you're moving the game forward is positive, and I think we can't just leave the game as it is. It's ever evolving and changing throughout the world. So I think with that in mind, it's a positive step. There's obviously heaps of hoops to jump through, and things to work through. But I think it can only be positive for the associations and the players, for the opportunities and bringing in a different dynamic rather than just the current model that there has been.
Well, I think everyone agrees it has to change, right? There has to be something that was going to happen, and definitely better it be a bunch of New Zealand-based teams than one overseas-based team, right?
Yeah, look, I'll speak my mind, because I like to do that. But something had to happen. Otherwise, we get rid of all the cars off the street and we go back to cart and horse, because it needed a massive renovation job, the Super Smash. No one's disrespecting the players that play in the Super Smash. The Super Smash in women's and the men's game here in New Zealand produces cricketers, without question. And we've seen that through the White Ferns and the Black Caps. But it just needs more attention. It needs love, and it has been neglected. So there's that, and if we've got an opportunity with a whole bunch of people from within New Zealand to invest money into cricket, overseas to invest money into cricket, people want to give, why would we turn that down? Like, why would you stop people wanting to contribute to the game of cricket here in New Zealand?
I totally agree, and I never fully understood where it went awry, because in the early days of the T20 competition here, the HRV Cup, there was a huge amount invested in it. We had all these overseas players that came in, and I don't know how many years that went on for, maybe 2, maybe 3 years, and then it just slowly got less and less money, I guess, invested in it.
Yeah, well, there was a move to no overseas players, and that was for the development of the internal
so that
New
was
Zealand
a conscious
players.
thing.
Yeah. So there was a restriction on you couldn't have overseas. The female side of it was different because they could bring in a couple of experts to elevate the game, which has been fantastic.
It was usually the Wellington Blaze who needed no help, by the way.
Yeah. But I think even that statement alone shows that the value of bringing overseas players in and elevating the game itself. So, yeah.
I think it's important to note that people get terrified of this word privatisation. There are 3 forms of cricket in New Zealand. We've got the 4-day cricket, the first class cricket, the 1-day game, and the T20. We're talking about one part of that.
Yeah.
You know, the fundamentals and the grassroots elements of the pathways into playing first class cricket and 50 over cricket still exist within the organisations. The clubs feed into that. I think people out there think this is going to take over the cricket in the country, and it's just not that.
No, 4 weeks is what they're looking at. Well, it's 4 weeks per competition, so 8 total.
It's 4 weeks, and from my understanding, speaking to people, is that there's going to be a lot more fan engagement, a lot more razzmatazz around the games. And no disrespect to any of the provinces out there, but there's been no marketing push for Super Smash, no drive to get people in there, to expose it to the country and to the rest of it. It didn't even have a broadcaster.
No.
The next year. So
and actually did pretty well in terms of getting crowds there despite the lack of money put into it, right?
Yeah, well, it's in that wee sweet spot, isn't it, of that January period where everyone's not at work, not at school. But look, I think, well, it's on the table now. So now it's, I think there's a few hoops that they need to jump through now, but there's a lot of work to do between now and then.
So one of the bigger fears, I think, was player retention. So it will be going up against, I guess, the Big Bash or the SA20 in terms of timing, right? So, you know, I think our players, New Zealand's best players, have to play in this competition. We might lose the odd one, but at least, you know, Rachin Ravindra, Daryl Mitchell have both come out and said how much they'll support it. So they can't go back on that now, right?
I think you've got to be conscious that the New Zealand players want to play in New Zealand when they can.
Yeah.
But when there's opportunities outside that are so vastly different, it's something that they have to weigh up. But the opportunity to have those New Zealand players playing in a competition that is new and exciting is huge.
We have two actual investors. I'm not sure about you, Anna. Have you invested in an overseas league?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Hey, well, there's a brand new one. You could maybe get involved with. But Kyle and Nath, you're invested in the Edinburgh Cock Rockers, is it? Castle Rockers. Sorry, Castle Rocker. Sorry, misspoke.
Cover that.
The Edinburgh Castle Rockers in the European League.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, Millsy, you can sort of outline how it will go.
Look, I think cricket's gone bananas around the world. I read somewhere today that the 4 most streamed sporting events in the world, 3 of them are held by cricket. So cricket's going bananas. In Europe, there is the second biggest sporting market in the world and the second biggest sport in the world are going to collide through the European Cricket League. Ireland, the Netherlands and Scotland don't have a platform to showcase their skill sets when it comes to domestic cricket. There's just no platform for them to do that. So this is an opportunity to give those blokes who are very good cricketers, we saw that in the T20 World Cup, they upset some big teams, to showcase their skill sets and then hopefully get into other leagues around the world. So it's a real growth thing for that region. The big kicker over there is the games would be played during the daytime, but broadcast live back into India, 7 o'clock primetime TV. So that's the big ticket item there. They guesstimating eyeballs of 90 million viewers.
It's pretty good.
So
similar numbers to what we're getting on the podcast there, actually. Yeah.
And I guess with an opportunity arose that Cricket Scotland really wanted to connect with a Tier 1 country, being New Zealand. Nathan and I put saw an opportunity, put a bid in for all these sins. They agreed.
Yeah.
And so now we're in and this is actually really important to NZ20. So time is not our friend at the moment for this. So this tournament starts end of August, early September, and we are working tirelessly hard on sponsorship and investment and all these things, building a team that go with running a sporting franchise. And Nathan, you know how rushed it's been. Now I think like you translate this to NZ20, the delay in this decision, which has taken some time from New Zealand cricket, it's meant to start in December, I think it is, isn't it? NZ20. So that's not a lot of time to get investors in.
It's about 260 days, as I understand.
Oh, yeah, that's real tight time frame to broadcast the whole shooting box. But look, so this tournament, there's an Australian connection with Steve Waugh with the Amsterdam side.
Cool.
Rahul Dravid's got a consortium of people to lead the Dublin team. Glenn Maxwell has a consortium leading the Belfast side. South Africa has a consortium with Rotterdam with Faf du Plessis and Jonty Rhodes. So it's got a real nice sort of mix of these amazing European cities connected with Tier 1 countries around the world to promote the European game. So it's really cool, it's exciting, and it's good to be part of.
It's good. That's the pitch he gave. That was great.
He just rolls it off the tongue. That was bang on. And I think to put things in context, it was a very similar timeline for what we've had, and we're still under massive pressure to deliver. So we can totally understand what is going to happen here and how fast it needs to happen, because there is so much that we're working through at the moment in all facets, but it's like a startup. You're literally starting from nothing. So there's so much to work through, but it's really enjoyable, myself and Kyle, and we're having a great time doing it. We're learning a lot, which is cool as well, but the opportunity to be involved in a new competition that is going to increase and grow the game throughout Europe and connect people throughout the world to another competition for cricket is huge. And probably the other aspect is cricket is leading into the Olympics, so a lot of these countries are going to be involved in that too. That's growing their opportunity to perform on that stage and the eyeballs that are going to come with that.
How many teams? So Edinburgh, Dublin, Belfast, Amsterdam.
Yeah, 2 teams each
Rotterdam.
island. So Glasgow, Edinburgh,
Glasgow.
Amsterdam. Dublin,
Rotterdam,
Belfast,
I see.
and you can keep up to date with all the news and information of Castle Rockers from at the Castle Rockers. We have sightings of Mitchell Satner, Liam Livingston, Tom Bruce, Brandon McCullum, who's a fantastic cricketer.
Tom Bruce is a
He's a local.
yeah, not an overseas player.
He's
Scotland, New Zealand, Tom
yeah,
Bruce.
very good.
Yeah, or Tom the Bruce.
Yeah.
And look, Amsterdam, they've signed Steve Smith, Tim David, Mitchell Marsh. So some of the very, very best players around the globe are going to be playing this competition.
So again, like we were talking about, you've got overseas players of that nature playing with the growth and development of those players in Scotland and Ireland and Netherlands. It's only beneficial for those players sharing changing room and then playing against them as well.
I mean, it sounds like a great excuse for a tax deductible trip to Europe.
We're going to get really good at drinking whiskey.
Yeah, I like you when you were choosing teams. You're like, do I like whiskey more than legalised marijuana? And so you didn't get going for Amsterdam.
We are looking for a whiskey sponsor. So
There's a story on that because our Amsterdam team, it's called the Flames.
Ah, of course it is. Burn one down with the flames.
exactly. Right, so
Oh, this is outrageous.
pretty exciting, no?
That's great, yeah. So I don't really know much about the format of what New Zealand, the NZ20 is going to be, but are we looking at 6 teams? Do we know?
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
6 teams.
And they could be anywhere. So it did, as I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, but all the 6 associations gets a team to sell to investors, but they wouldn't necessarily have to have that team within the bounds of that association. Is that right?
Not entirely sure the details
Right.
of that facet, but
So for example,
there's 6
Otago,
teams.
Yeah.
So
Otago would have a team to sell, but I mean, with respect, I guess you don't have a huge stadium down there.
no.
So you you could potentially have that team based out of the North Shore or something.
You could.
Yeah, probably could.
West
Yeah.
Coast, but I think the smart play might be Queenstown. And you kind
Yeah,
of think
nice.
that if there's a good broadcaster into Asia, I'm sure New Zealand Tourism will get in behind like a franchise like that. And this is the real key difference. So it's Otago Cricket, they play their home games in Alexandra, Queenstown, Dunedin, pop down to Invercargill. Whereas this franchise, all 6 home games
Would be one place.
I think that's the true
Yeah.
costs and logistics, big saving there. And you think of other regions around New Zealand in that kind of January period, which would be like the Mount, for example, potentially.
Yeah.
And
So
And it may well be that there's a staged approach of that as well,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, right.
to understand that. And depending on where those teams are, the opportunities are still being uncovered and worked through.
yeah, so I guess ND is an interesting one because they've got 2, world-class cricket grounds in Hamilton and the Mount. So what happens with CD, who have McLean Park?
I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe, yeah. Well, you could be based anywhere, to be honest. But I guess that's a working document.
It is, yeah. I did see that was kind of one of the caveats that New Zealand Cricket said, that it has to be evenly spread around so that you can just have all your games at Eden Park or at the Cake Tin or whatever. Yeah. Interesting.
Right.
It is. So I've come up with a little idea, because I'm an ideas guy, is to satisfy everybody, right? Because there were some people who were still very keen on this idea of having a team in the Big Bash, right? And so to make everybody happy, what I think we should do is have our own competition, have NZ20, the Big Bash happens, and then at the end, Super Bowl. The winner of each 3-game series.
That's good.
I like it.
Australasian Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's not such a silly idea.
I didn't. I genuinely thought it was a good idea.
And can you also think at the same time as the South African T20 League as well? So you could have a...
True. Tri-Nations.
But Argos what?
The Tri-Nations is still going strong, eh?
Do Argentina have a cricket team? Well, they actually do. Remember Mike Hessen coached them, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
No.
He'll go.
100%.
Good on him.
Yeah.
The Buenos Aires
Not
Bulldogs. or
quite
whatever.
at that level.
I shouldn't name teams. I've decided. The Super Bowl was good. Yeah. Well, that's just the concept. Okay. Well, let's leave that there. I think it's a positive move, and I think we can all agree that we're at least we're looking in the right direction.
Correct.
It's South Africa series happening at the moment. Concurrent Ferns and Black Caps. Let's start with the Ferns. Actually, the Ferns have won it already, 3-1. Melie Kerr, amazing. Her second hit out as captain. First one probably where she was challenged. But yeah, many eyes on this, Anna. Yeah.
Oh yeah. This has been exciting. This has been really good cricket. I've loved watching it. Shame that South Africa have had a couple of injuries and that sort of thing. Like Dane's gone home, and that's but.
Yeah, no, Marizanne Kat.
Yeah,
she's probably their best player, right?
And I think you can't. I mean, she's got so much experience. You actually just can't pluck that out of thin air. So they're definitely missing her. But man, it's been cool to see, and we've been able to blood new players as well too. So it's been awesome.
And we've sort of done the New Zealand classic thing, and this is men and women for T20 cricket, where we bowl first, restrict, and that's what we've been doing, right? Yeah, New Zealand restrict and then chase. Yeah, bowl first, restrict to slightly under par, and then put in a solid chase. What is it about us as a country that's what we always go for? Is it something to do with our bowlers, or I don't know?
Well, I haven't picked up on that.
No.
You never?
No.
You don't reckon it's the classic New Zealand way to win a
We used to
game?
like doing it the other way when we were young.
We'll go out and smack three. Well, I just
You
don't
get
feel
runs
like
on the board, and then you've got 11v2 in the middle.
See, I feel like that's, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, I always feel like that's the Australian way, is they bat first, they try and bat you out of the game, whereas we're like, I don't know, we're a bit more pragmatic or something. We're just like, oh yeah, if we can restrict you just under par, and then we can put in a solid chase and win with 2 balls to spare.
It's very nice of her.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Sophie's been great. She's a very, I know she's a gun for hire around the world and stuff, but she's such a good player. Like one of our very, very best.
Yeah, with bat and ball as well, right?
It's just, we were actually blessed to have her, to be honest.
Yeah.
On our side.
Yeah, it's probably power is the one thing we lack without her, right?
Yeah. The only thing is like, how do you replace that? It's like replacing Kane. You know, like you would know more than I. Like the pathways coming through to, because we're going to lose a whole bunch of games and experience out of that side. One would assume over the next 12 months or so.
I would have thought, yeah.
That's a good question. Do they train power hitting a lot now? Like obviously that's become, a lot of these players are going around the world playing in different competitions as well, but is that something that is a focus to be training? Because anyone can be technically right, but you've got to be able to clear the rope at different times and take the bowlers on. Is that what's
they do? And I know here there's I'm not sure if you guys have met him, but Daisuke, he's an amazing Japanese baseball throwing coach, but also power hitting coach. So we use him quite a lot here in Auckland. I know he travels around. He's done Canterbury, he's gone to Wellington and stuff. So
awesome.
He's there you go.
Wow.
Tip, look him up.
So he just comes and does the dog thrower?
Nah, so he teaches the girls how to throw. So,
right.
Like definitely since I first started playing cricket, fielding for women has improved dramatically, and throwing in particular are just bullets at the moment.
Right.
He's having a massive impact on that, particularly here. But also power hitting, like he just goes full baseball on it and just gets them, power hitting.
Awesome.
Because you would say, I think Melie, if there was going to be one kind of critique of her game, it was that she took a little while to get going sometimes. That is not the case anymore. She is smashing it from ball one. Like, I don't know who she's worked with, or it's just been a mental change or whatever with her, but she is, she's going at great guns now.
I think probably the other thing is the amount of cricket being played now.
Yep.
Like the more cricket you play, the better you get.
Yeah.
And the amount of cricket that the females are having the opportunity to play has gone through the roof. And then the training with that, you get to work on the game, so you can only but develop when you're playing that much cricket.
Oh yeah, 100%. And they're investing as well. I think, you've seen some younger players coming through over the last few years, someone like Georgia Plummer, like they're investing in her to, she hits it big,
Yeah, I was going to say she's probably the next most powerful in the team at the moment, would you say?
I'd say so, yeah.
And then Izzy Sharp, seems to be a bit of a finisher as well now.
She's
Just coming to the
exciting.
team.
She's
Yeah,
very
cool.
exciting, yeah. And like watched her and some of the North v South stuff, and like she's not just clearing the rope, she's clearing the fence. So that's cool. That's exciting.
It's the biggest part of the game that's changed the most, I reckon, in 10 years is the power game. You look at most of the top order batters around the world, they're 6'2", 6'3", built like Tarzan, and just monstered the ball. I would struggle.
6'5", Bill.
But even from my era, not that long ago,
No.
players who played in that era would struggle in this era, and that's only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The game has moved at a rate of knots.
Yeah.
Rate of knots, and now I think that the power element is the biggest thing that's had the biggest shift.
And I think to your point about Melie Kerr, not everyone's had to speed up that getting in period as well. Like that's,
Yeah, totally.
that's no longer 15 balls. It's like sometimes it's 3 balls. And sometimes it's ball one. You just, if the ball's in your zone, you whack it, and that's your opportunity. So I think that has sped the game up as well.
Would you ever leave a ball in a T20 game?
Right, don't worry. Enough you play the next game if you did now.
Just give yourself one.
Wait, oh no.
Probably not.
I'm sure we have though.
I'm sure I've seen somebody leave a ball in a T20 game.
Yeah. Well, you think it's going wide, so you just leave it.
Oh,
and they
yeah,
go
one of
call it
those.
and you're like,
The men, now when we're recording this is Tuesday, the actual final game is tomorrow, and the men, it's 2-2 with them. New Zealand has started the series particularly poorly, being 91 all out in the Mount.
Yep, disappointing result that. Not a big fan of the series, don't like it.
Oh yeah, 'cause it would just not the best players playing?
No, it's devalued international cricket. And we've seen this. This is a really common thing now. This is why there needs to be, in my opinion, there needs to be international windows where the best players play in those international games. At the minute, we're having international series which are pointless. Oh, not pointless. People are learning and getting experience, but the international caps. Like it's to be representing your country. And then I look at even some of the scheduling on Sunday night at the Cape Town game finished late at night. Why is that game not played at the Basin during the day where families and kids can get engrossed in the game? I just feel like the series isn't.
And it's just at the end of a World Cup, which we made the final. I mean,
the other side to that is the mentally for guys coming off the back end of a World Cup. That is so hard to get back up for a series like this.
Well, there's only 2 players from that South African team from the World Cup.
yeah, that's right. One of them was a captain, I think.
Yeah. So like,
Maharaj.
I just don't understand. But that's okay.
I mean, as a fan, I just like watching cricket. And I like watching New Zealand play. But it is a slight come down.
Come down.
Yeah.
But good experience for some of the players. Great catch on Sunday night with
Cutney Clark.
That's a really difficult thing to execute. And obviously would have been nervous as anything, early days for him. But to pull off a catch like that says something about him.
So New Zealand dominant in the second game in Hamilton, Devon Conway, so there's like someone who's usually in the team, maybe not always, but quite often, and Ben Sears and Lockie have basically, the 2 games New Zealand's won, they've basically won it for New Zealand, right? And so the Saffers, which is weird because you always associate South Africa with pace and having fast bowlers and being good at playing pace, but they've struggled with our 2 pace guys.
Yeah, different services as well to South Africa. They're faster, bouncier, more true. These ones can be a little bit different and stand up a little bit more, or go through a little bit more. So slightly different services, but the way those 2 have bowled in this series has been fantastic. And obviously, Mel, your background, but I thought that the way that they have the ability to, and Ben Sears' last over the other day, where he bowled slow ball, Yorker, slow ball,
Pretty great.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was good. On his first over, he got hit for a 6 and a 4, or maybe a single, so call that 11, maybe. And then he only for 22 off his 4 overs.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Great comeback. I want to give a shout out to 2 of our co-hosts on the Cricketers Network, both playing in this series, not Wheat Carraro. In fact, so Susie Bates, who's now a specialist off spinner, because she's batting 8, and I think she's only had 1 bat so far, and faced 2 balls. But Jimmy Neesham, captain of New Zealand currently.
Yeah.
How good.
Yeah. I remember I've known Neesh for a long time, and as a young guy, he said, "I will never captain New Zealand." and it's happened.
It's an awesome opportunity
I'm stoked for him,
to
mate.
represent your country, let alone captain. So yeah, I was pleased for him the other night.
Cool. Well, we'll probably just leave that one there, and best luck for the final game that we won't be covering. I want to quickly talk about the Plunket Shield. It's in its final round coming in. Otago are a very good chance of winning the Plunket Shield, which will be the first time since 1870. No.
It's the first time since my old man was playing.
There you go. Okay, that's a
That
while.
shows
What?
it's
It's the
a while.
70s?
1989. it was.
89. Okay.
89, 90.
And
So yeah, a long time.
yeah, and a new gun. You've got a new gun called Tom O'Connor, straight out of the loins of Shane O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's come in and made an impact. He's been doing really well in the A stuff that they've been playing,
Yeah.
and the pathways training and working through, and he's taken his opportunities and come in and obviously taking some wickets, which is first and foremost. But then whacking a few around in the last game as well with chasing a big total down, which is pretty awesome. So.
Is he wheels?
I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah, by all accounts, he's got some sort of something about him, yeah, for sure.
I came down to watch him bowl.
Oh, you did?
Last week, yep. We
I was
recorded,
there.
didn't we? Did a good catch up. But I wanted to come watch him bowl, so I've heard a little bit about him. What stood out for me is his run up is the same as his dad's.
Yeah, right.
It's just so uncanny how the similarity there is in that. He bowled it through at okay pace. Let's not forget he's just a kid.
Yep.
So the next 3-4 years is going to be his true development. But to come in and take that amount of wickets in your first 3 games, like it's impressive. And then obviously got runs to boot a few days back. But anytime you have a left arm fast bowler, it's an asset. So you
Gold dust.
It's gold dust. So we've had Trent Boult in recent times and Neil Wagner in recent times, and obviously Shono in the early 2000s as well. So when you get a left arm with a bit of pace, it can swing the ball, that's a threat.
Is he? You both played with his old man. Is he a carbon copy?
His running style is.
Yeah.
But look, I don't know Thomas. I've never met him, but Shono's a lovely fella.
Yeah. He used to hoop the ball, eh?
Swing.
Yeah.
Time.
Absolutely.
Massive, yeah.
I always associate him when I think of him in my head. The picture is that his playing uniform was a bit big always, because he was quite a slight guy, and the uniforms were baggier back then.
They're not as fitted as what they are now.
Him running into the wind, and it was just all flowing like robes behind him.
Now it's like a league uniform. Like they need to
Yeah.
be tight so that they don't tackle them.
So is. Yeah.
Well, he's a referee now, isn't he? Match referee around the country, Shano.
Shano, is he?
So
Right.
that's going to be interesting when
Oh,
he
yeah.
has to be a match referee for Sut. But I'm sure that won't happen.
Yeah, he's been involved match referee and done quite a bit of coaching in the setup throughout Otago as well. So he's working with a lot of those younger bowlers, and obviously done a lot of work with Tom as well. So yeah, very exciting for Tom and exciting for Otago at the same time.
Yeah, exciting for New Zealand. So go well, Tom O'Connor. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back. We've got Anna Peterson's going to do her with or against, and Nathan hasn't done Would You Rather yet. So you get to go through that, and you have not been prepped. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, please push the little button. I'm pretty sure it looks like a thumb. Like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our podcast. You can just listen in the car or whatever, and we can continue to bring you this top quality cricketing content. Wait there. Welcome back to that clip of me begging you to maybe give us some money. We're going in with our segments here, and that's my favourite part is when I get to introduce the with or against thing.
With or against, tell me now, yeah.
That's what happened there. Anna, that we put that in later. Yeah, it'll make more sense when you watch it back. So you get to choose the top 3 batters, bowlers, and normally we do all-rounders, but I didn't prep you for that.
No.
So just do batters and bowlers.
Good. Okay,
Oh, you've got in your
got a
board
list.
notes
Yep.
that you've played with or against.
Is this top or favourite? Because I've just gone favourites.
You could do favourites.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
favourites.
Yeah, good.
Oh, this kind of makes it interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Who got left out that was top but not a favourite?
Oh no, this is going to be, of course, controversial.
Personality or?
Yeah, I guess one's personality, one's actual cricketing skill.
Yeah, well-
Okay, go batters.
Okay, no, well, I'll go bowlers.
You just go bowlers. Oh, it's your show. You do it.
That's it.
Those my graphics.
Okay, so I've gone with, there's a theme with the bowlers, and you'll pretty quickly figure this out. But,
Yes.
First is Melie Kerr,
Oh yes, good.
great bowler. I think of spin bowling as an art, right?
Yeah.
It's an art form.
Always
And-
loving this.
Right, yeah.
Very artistic.
Yeah, it isn't. That's all what I always think of when I think of you as artistic.
See, I did that.
It's very pretty. Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
I think Lee is an absolute artist when it comes to bowling.
Mm-hmm.
She's like that lovely painting that you paint.
Yeah.
Almost like a Monet, right? Like she just does this amazing, incredible piece of art, but she outsmarts batters before they've even known that she's trying to do anything or, cooking with the heads. Or
Okay,
whatever.
great.
No, she's just incredible. Doesn't turn the ball much, not enough pace, but don't need it, just smarter.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like you're scrubbing someone else.
My bad. The second one is Jess Jonathan, so from Australia.
Australia, yeah.
And I played with her and against her. So I lived in Australia for a couple of years and played some like their sort of second 11 Queensland stuff with
Oh
her.
yeah, cool.
And she was awesome. She's very similar, right? They're just like smart, left arm orthodox, doesn't do much with the ball, but just outsmarts cricketers, and I love that.
Always play really well against New Zealand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really annoying.
Yeah, it is really nice. yeah. You would think I would have learnt a bit for playing there, but I didn't. The last one is actually the one I'm super subbing for, Susie.
Oh yes, of course.
I love the fact that she has become an offie. I think she was born to be an off spinner. She's always tried to be a spinner in the nets when she was bat medium pace, but I think this has just brought like a whole new energy, and like her game has just evolved massively. So it's really nice to have her.
So I've brought this up with her before, and she reckons it's not true, but I swear that I watched a game, like a Super Smash game or whatever it was, maybe it was HIV Cup, whatever, where she opened the bowling and then went down and took the gloves and kept for the rest of the game.
That is a dream you had.
Maybe it is. She also opened the batting. She's one of those. But
She can do everything.
I know, yeah, she is that sort of player. Okay, those 3 great bowlers there. I mean, Susie, I mean, will feel a bit weird about being on the bowlers list and not the batters list, but okay.
Yeah, well, look, if I had an all-rounders list, she'd be on it, but I don't.
Okay, sweet. Okay, and batters.
Batters. Okay, so first one is Perky, Katie Perkins.
Officer Katie Perkins.
Oh, not anymore.
Oh, she's not in the cops
No,
anymore.
No,
Okay.
she's not a police officer anymore.
Okay.
But was, and you're very scary. She actually brought, one time we had camp down at Lincoln, she brought like her vest and her baton and her handcuffs and stuff, and she was like practicing all of her sort of.
Goodness.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
good fun. Anyway.
No more comments. We got 3 guys here not making any comments. Yeah.
Good. Shush. Okay, so Perky, awesome batter, right? Like, hardest worker in the team. She is the one that if you are ever in need of, like if you're stuck or you need someone to just fight, she's going to fight for you. You know, like she's just going to get you out of shit. Can I say that?
Yeah, sorry about that. It's the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, try.
Have you been on the internet?
You can sort anything out in the police chat.
So yeah, Perky's number 1, Lauren Down number 2. So
Awesome.
batted a lot with her for Auckland, and loved batting with her, like had an amazing connection, so calm. It was one of those ones where like you almost don't have to say anything. You just kind of look and you don't even have to like say yes or no between wickets. Like just awesome. And like she's obviously just retired now and probably a little early. I think she's still probably in her prime, but yeah, like love playing with her. So
Always time for a comeback?
always time for a comeback. Me?
Yeah, why not? All three of you.
I'm actually playing cricket this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So if you guys need to roll your arm over, just so you need a bit of practice before.
One game a year.
And the last one is Grace Harris from Australia. I'm not sure if you know about her. She's played quite a bit for Australia, plays for Queensland. She is the only player that I've ever played with or against who commentates their own batting whilst they're batting.
Amazing.
It's absolutely phenomenal. Like we played against them.
The female Marnus Labuschagne.
Yeah.
Give us an example.
So we played. I remember the Hearts went over one time and played some games against them and against Queensland, and it was bizarre because she came out to bat and you could kind of hear like a little bit of mumbling. You're like, what is going on? Like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden she just cracks this 4 through covers and she's like, magnificent shot, absolute poise. Save your legs, Grace. That's 4 runs. You know? And the whole game is like that. I think she got like 80 odd or something. So we just got the whole. Yeah.
Did that get under your skin as an opposition?
Yeah, it did. But we just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do? What do you do?
Marnus Labuschagne does that. He'll go, nice shot, Marnus. But he's a notorious pest.
Yeah. But she's brilliant. Like she's
Awesome.
fun to watch in the Big Bash and stuff. But that was
Just after 5 overs, say that's your stint, mate. You're out.
Here's Katie Martin's coming in. Yeah. Those are 6 great ones. Thank you, Anna. Right, now these other 2 have gone through theirs, and I always like to see if they remember what they said. This is Would You Rather, a game that I've invented. No one's ever done Would You Rather, but this is the cricket version. Okay, so here we go. First one is, would you rather drop a sitter and then take a screamer, or drop a screamer and then take a sitter?
The first one.
You'd rather drop a sitter and look like and then take a screamer?
Yeah.
Okay. The highlights real low. Yeah. That's what everyone says.
Well, yeah, because you're not expected to take those ones, and I've dropped sitters before, and it makes you feel shit, but then it gets you back up.
Okay. Fair enough.
Was that 100%?
Yeah, I might have to change that one. It's too easy. This is a bit harder. Would you rather fall on your back avoiding a bouncer, or take the body blow?
Fall on my back.
Really? Come on, South Dunedin. I thought you had a bit more starch to you than that.
No, actually, if I fell on my back, then I probably wouldn't be able to get up.
That's true, yeah. Now, when you were playing, you'd rather look silly than be tough?
Yeah, I was actually, it was going to be like that, rather than, I never sort of went backwards. So it's probably, if it what it was going to be, it was probably going to take it.
Right. Would you rather be out for 4 off 10 or first ball duck?
Well, I've been out for both. That was my international debut.
Was it 4 off 10?
No.
Oh,
Got first baller.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Who against?
Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Yep.
Over there?
Sorry, it was my one-day debut.
Yeah, right.
Against Malinga under lights.
Yeah, okay. Excuses.
Yeah. Well, you'd rather get out first ball.
Yeah, then scratch around for 4.
Soak up 10 balls.
I agree. This is the bad way to get out, would you rather? Strangled down leg or run out deflection at the bowler's end?
Neither are great.
Nah. The question here really is, would you rather it be like your fault, which I guess strangled down leg is a bit, or the fact that it's just so unlucky and the universe hates you?
They're both pretty unlucky, aren't they? But yeah, I suppose I'd probably rather run out at the bowler's end.
Okay.
You wouldn't feel so feel so hard done by.
Would you rather stroll out and hit 6 off the last ball to win, or you get 100, but you get out with your team needing 30. And you don't know if they're going to get it at that point.
No, the first one.
6 off the last ball to win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Highlights reel.
No, you don't want to leave it to someone else.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's good. That's good. You're a good team man. No, I appreciate that. All right, this is the one people struggle with. Should we do him as a batter or as a bowler? We'll do it as a bowler, right? Would you rather have taken 2 for 45 in every single game you ever played, or the career you had?
The career I had.
Okay. I'll do it as a batter now. Would you have rather got 40 in every single game that you played, or the career you had?
40.
One each.
Yeah.
One either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is good for you. This is good. This is called the Ronke test.
The Ronke test.
Yeah.
Rolls the on.
Would you have rather played one test for New Zealand and scored 88 off 70, which he did? He only played one test for New Zealand, but never again. Or played 12 tests for New Zealand and done okay, but just kind of been shuffled off to one side.
I just wouldn't mind playing one test. So one.
One, you take the one? You take the one and do well rather than 12 and be kind of just not quite good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay,
Me
I
too.
said that, but then Ben mentioned the match payments that come
Yeah,
from 12.
you 10 grand a test.
Yeah.
He's a big construction guy now, yeah. He owns he plays his own cricket team.
Yeah, just play the one.
Just play the one, be the hero.
Well, not.
No, not quite a hero, but yeah, I know.
I should catch up with Greg Loveridge a little bit, and he was played one test and never bowled a ball.
No, that's a particular record that he's got, isn't he? So we batted first against Zimbabwe and he got hit on the hand.
He was batting 7 and he got hit and broke his thumb, and then he didn't bowl and never played again.
No, and it took ages because he was a leggy. It took ages for him to come back and bowl, and then he kind of reinvented himself as a domestic batter.
Yes,
Like
that's
the
right.
3D,
Yeah, that's right.
And then he went to Cambridge.
Did he?
Oxford. One of those.
How about this? My dad taught him at school, so that's why he was probably quite good at school.
Did he teach you?
That's all the time we have on this week's episode of the Cricketers Network. In fact, we're going to take a little break now for a couple of weeks, and we'll be back with the Winter Series, or New Zealand Winter Series. We're covering the IPL and, of course, New Zealand's men's tour to England. And thank you very much to my guests, Nathan McCullum, Anna Peterson, and Kyle Mills. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Cheers.